we welcome you to East Meck High School tonight for our Bahakel Sports Game of the Week, sponsored by TD Bank here in Charlotte, North Carolina. We got a good one tonight in the Southwestern 4A, a doubleheader on our hands yet again as we welcome you in. Hi, everyone. I'm Kendall Lewis with you on BahakelSports.com tonight. And let's take a look at the conference standings right now and where these two teams sit. You see Butler at a perfect 10-0, Charlotte Catholic, of course, 9-1. These two teams with a little bit of work left to do. East Meck 3-6 overall. Independence just 1-7, picked up their first win against Garinger. Went back a little bit earlier in the season and trying to pick up a big conference win here tonight as the Eagles and the Patriots get ready to do battle here from Charlotte. We've got our TD Bank Game of the Week coming up here shortly in just a few moments. We'll be right back on BahakelSports.com. And we welcome you back as we get set for tip-off here on our Bahakel Sports Game of the Week, presented by TD Bank tonight from East Mecklenburg High School. Kendall Lewis here with you. Starting lineups getting set to be introduced on the floor. You get a look at Troy Gaston, who is the head coach for the East Meck Eagles in year number 4. He's got this Eagles program at 3-6 on the season. In conference play, this is a guy that's been coaching over 30 years and a wealth of championships going back to his South Mecklenburg days where he had South Meck nationally ranked at one point. He's done a great job turning this program around. And they have got 3 freshmen that we will call their names quite a bit tonight, talking about Freeman, Gabby Willis, as well as Camilla Brown, that are 3 of the workhorses in this program. And tonight is senior night here in East Meck High School as we get set to begin tip-off on our Bahakel Sports Game of the Week. First time we've ever brought our crew to East Mecklenburg High School. We're glad you're tuned in with us from wherever you may be tonight as we get set for starting lineups and tip-off coming up. Independence, just 1 win on the season. This is a program that has made a couple of deep runs in the last several years. Of course, they've got a new head coach and graduated a wealth of talent a season ago. They were eliminated in the second round, lost several players to graduation last year and to the college level. And Jamie Ellis trying to get things back on track for Independence here tonight against the Southwestern Conference 4A foe as we get set for tip-off. So again, those starting lineups being introduced. Tonight's game sponsored by TD Bank, America's most convenient bank. Be sure to visit one of their stores in the Charlotte area on North Sharon Amity Road to learn more about the services they provide. Open early and late to fit your schedule. That's how banking with TD Bank can be unexpectedly human. And we are glad that TD Bank is a sponsor at putting these games on our Bahakel Sports Game of the Week package. And packed house here tonight. This place seats about 600 or 700. 75-year-old gym here at East Mecklenburg High School with a lot of great memories on the men's and the women's side of things. Independent's going to be in the black unis. They've got gold letters, gold numbers. East Meck's in the home whites with navy blue trim down the side as we get set for tip-off here in our Bahakel Sports Game of the Week. Once again, Kendall Lewis here with you. We're glad you're tuned in with us from wherever you may be. Two teams in the Southwestern 4A Conference. We mentioned East Meck with a little bit of work trying to climb the ladder. Both of these teams in the conference standings. Just 3 conference games left for both of these teams. And the Eagles win the opening tip. And Freeman will control the rock. Number 3 in white, pay attention. One of those dynamic freshmen on this Eagles unit. They work it to the corner. Now a bounce feed inside. Freeman, extra pass, and this one deflected out of bounds. Last touched by Gabrielle Green of Independence. It'll stay baseline out of bounds with the East Meck Eagles, 18 seconds in. And a turnover on the inbounds. Kamora Brown on the steal for the Patriots. One of those seniors, Kamora Brown, having to play a much bigger role this year for the Patriots. With this one tapped around, loose on the floor. And now a tie-up. Possession arrow will keep it on this end with Independence. Baseline out of bounds coming for the Patriots. Second regular season meeting between these two teams. And a couple of more conference games next week for these two teams, then the conference tournament. Deep 3 on the way, off the mark for Nepay. Back out on the reload, long 2. And rebound collected in by Monica Fakamas. One of the few seniors that'll be honored on senior night tonight. And a turnover. And Fakamas getting the start tonight along with Ava Stallings. The 2 seniors on this East Meck roster. Brown, nowhere to go, picks up her dribble, back to the top. Independence works it back out front, Robles. Green drives in, kicks it, Brown, long 2, missed everything. And out of bounds, it'll go back to East Meck, the Eagles. Again, we're about a little over a minute and a half into the first quarter. Nobody scored here. Those teams trying to take the lid off the rim. Long jumper off the mark, tapped around, no. Second chance, Fakamas couldn't get it to go. How about a third opportunity? No, just a lid on the basket right now. And rebound Independence. And a reach-in foul call. That's on Stallings of East Meck. That's the first foul of the game. And they're going to say in the act of shooting. It'll send the Patriots to the free throw line. And first one's up and good. Independence gets on the board first. Here in the first quarter, 5:49 left to go. Just getting started on our Bahakel Sports Game of the Week. And second one good too. Darlene. Freeman looking to feed it inside, couldn't get it in there. Good take. And Darling hacked on the arm. First team foul against the Patriots. It was on the floor. It'll be sideline out of bounds for East Meck. Good feed inside, going to work. Faktimus can't get it to go from close range, and rebound Patriots. Robles had it poked free momentarily, then lost it off her leg and out of bounds. This will go back the other way to East Meck. And coming up on 3 minutes into the first quarter, and the Eagles yet to score. Inbound, catch and shoot three, it's good. McKenna Wiesner. And Wiesner knocks it down from three, and East Meck has their first lead of the game. And a steal. Freeman took it away. Had numbers in transition. She'll slow it up. Coach Gaston said the first 4 minutes of the game and each quarter have been so pivotal for them. They've had some slow starts like this earlier this year. Oh, nice pass back door. And Stallings, the senior, picks up her first bucket on senior night. Brown dribbling around the top, trying to feed it inside. Deflected, back out front. Brown will launch a three. Off the mark, Freeman pulls in the rebound. Wiesner fakes it, drops it down low, and from close range, Darling missed it. How about another chance? It's up and good. East Meck just dominating the glass. That's a quick 7-0 run in the last minute of play. Independence's 2 points have come from the free throw line early in the first quarter. Brown to Napay, jumper off the mark. Three ball, good. Splashing it home is Alejandra Robles. 7-5, over 3:30 left to play in the first quarter. Coming up on a media timeout here momentarily. Freeman on the up and under, can't finish it. A deflection again. Tapped from Stallings right to Freeman. She lost it out of play. And it's going to stay on this end with East Meck after the timeout on our Bahakel Sports Game of the Week. We'll be right back from East Meck High School.
I am Bruno Hinojosa and I live in Asheville. I work in construction and I just enrolled in NC Medicaid. I went to their website, applied, and got covered. Doctor visits, yearly checkups, and even emergency care if I need it. Being a business owner can be stressful at times, but knowing that I got covered, it just takes weight off my shoulders. And I can get the care that I need when I need it at low or no cost. And it's one less thing I need to worry about now.
NC Medicaid is for more people. See if you qualify at medicaid.in.
At TD Bank, we see millions of transactions, but it's the humans behind them that matter most. It's why we're leaders, with guidance and solutions that put people at the center. That's how every TD employee helps make our bank the greet you and your dog by your name, open longer when you need us kind of place. Because believing people matter most is how we're making banking unexpectedly human.
And Samaria Freeman, one of those freshmen, will be at the free throw line. She averages 9.7 points per game. and almost 5 rebounds, but over 2.5 steals a game. She is one of the catalysts on this Lady Eagles squad of East Meck this year. And we mentioned that East Meck is one of the most promising programs. We talked about Coach Gaston a little bit at the top of the broadcast, and this is a program in the next couple of years. You look at the young talent on this team, they are going to be one of the top teams in the Charlotte metro area. They had a 7-0 run at one point in the first quarter. They lead it by 2 with 2:48 left to go in the first. Freeman, high-low, they dump it inside. Brown couldn't finish it from close range. Now Kamora Brown for Independence will bring it across the timeline. Being pressured by Gabby Willis, who's the motor on this Eagles team. According to Coach Gaston, she's the glue piece. And shot off the mark, trying to leak out in transition. Brown intercepted the pass, kicks it over. Robles will try 3. Long, and it sails out of bounds. Going back to East Meck here with 2:09 left to play in the first quarter. 3-point lead for the Eagles of East Meck. Wisner's knocked down a 3 for East Meck early in the game. Oh, nice up and under move. Samaria Freeman double clutching and finishing. 10-5 lead for East Meck. And over and back the call. It'll be a turnover. Back to the Eagles of East Meck. Again, we talk about these two teams, obviously some work to do in the conference standings, but you look at it, you've got the game tonight. This is a big one. Obviously a couple of games next week. And then the conference tournament in 2 weeks. And this one tied up as Green tries to rip it away underneath. Jump ball's the call. The possession arrow will keep it on this end with East Meck. Quick inbound. Wisner, corner 3. Off the back of the rim and rebound Patriots. 1:24 to go, first quarter. Good D by Wisner. Poked free momentarily. Gilmore got it back. Now nowhere to go and pressure. And Dickerson throws it away. Freeman on the steal. Drops it off. Brown. And shuffled the feet and traveled. Golden opportunity in transition with numbers that time for East Meck, but they couldn't capitalize. A whistle and a reach-in foul called on Gabby Willis of East Meck. That'll be team foul number 2 on East Meck here in the first quarter. Each team with 2 apiece. 1:04 to go, first quarter. Kendall Lewis here with you on BahakelSports.com. First time our Bahakel crew has made the trip to East Meck. We're glad to be here. One of the oldest gyms in Charlotte, maybe the oldest gym. 75 years old, this gymnasium. Wisner on the 3, off the mark again. Long rebound, pulled in by Gilmore with 41 seconds to go. Gilmore driving, tough shot, can't get it to go. Offensive board, Green. And she goes back up and gets hacked on the arm. And Gabrielle Green, the freshman for Independence, will go to the free throw line to shoot a pair here with 35.4 ticks remaining in the first quarter. First one misses short. We mentioned it, Independence eliminated the second round last year. They lost their head coach from a year ago. She is now coaching at the college level. Jamie Ellis has taken over. And a young team. It's got some promise. Got some good young talent for the next couple of years. Wisner finds a cutting Destiny Davis. And deflected out of bounds. Last touch by the Patriots. Low scoring first quarter, 10-6, 30 seconds remaining. And Brown stepped in front of the inbound. Somehow saved, back out to Wisner. Willis. They get it to the corner, now they feed it inside. Darling, short on the J. Rebound collected in by the Patriots momentarily. And then a reach-in foul called. That's team foul number 3 with 9.5 seconds left. Independence will have one last chance here to try to go the length of the floor. Brown across the timeline with 7. They skip it across. Robles works it inside Green. And over the top of the backboard with 1.1. East Meck. A catch and a heave. And the first quarter comes to a close. Eagles lead it by 4, 10-6 on our Bahakel Sports Game of the Week. (10-6) as we come back to you to start the second quarter here on our Bahakel Sports Game of the Week. Presented by TD Bank here on BahakelSports.com. We're glad you're tuned in. Well, it was an interesting first quarter. The first 2 points of the game from the free throw line for Independence. Their only make from the field came from Alejandro Robles, who hit a 3. East Meck went on a 7-0 run. They had a 7-2 lead. And then a McKenna Wisner 3 in the first quarter. And each team with a handful of turnovers in the first quarter leaves us at 10-6, 4-point game. Lady Eagles on top as we start the second quarter. Willis gets into the paint, kicks it back out to Darling. Nice move by Darling. Slithers, pulls up, leaves it short. Loose change, picked up by Brown. That's a long rebound by East Meck again. Floater this time's long. Willis made a nice move to get into the paint. She's got such a motor for this Eagles team, never stops. And that time on the floor, and they call a foul. It'll go against Gabby Willis, the freshman. Just some extremely talented freshmen on this East Meck team. Well, they are going to be so good in the years to come here in the Charlotte metro area. Robles had it knocked out of her hands, out of bounds. It'll stay on this end with Independence here. Just 44 seconds into the second quarter of play. Kamora Brown controls the rock for the Patriots. Trying to get a step on Wisner, gets into the paint. Had it knocked free momentarily. Here comes a whistle and a jump ball, and the possession arrow will give it back to East Meck. Good defense by the Eagles that time. And they'll take over possession with 7 minutes left to go in the first half. Driving and finishing. Tough move by Journey Darling. And East Meck with their largest lead now at 6 of the ball game. Here early in the second quarter. Again, if you're Independent, you got to keep pace. Kamora Brown into the paint. Kicks it. Along the baseline, shot was altered. Freeman leaking out transition. Freeman the step through. Missed it off glass. Second opportunity from Kamia Brown. She goes up and gets fouled. And she'll head to the free throw line to shoot a pair of free throws for the Eagles here at the 6:22 mark of the second quarter. Brown, another one of those freshmen for East Meck. 7.3 points per game as a ninth grader, but almost 7.5 rebounds a game. Just an incredible force on the glass for Coach Gaston and his East Meck Eagles. And grabs her on miss. Goes back up, leaves it short. And finally the Patriots corral in the rebounds. Tell you what, East Meck, only 12 points so far, but they have had plenty of second chance opportunities, just been unable to cash in on some of those offensive rebounds. Active hands on D. Poked loose momentarily. Napay on the doorstep, lays it home for the Patriots. Her first 2 points of the game for Independence. And that was a big bucket for Independence, who pulls back within 4. Under 6 minutes to go and a turnover. That one went right through the hands of Destiny Davis. And Kamora Brown will bring it up the floor for the Patriots. Brown trying to step through, wild shot off the glass. Long pass up the floor to Kamia Brown. Back to Journey Darling, and she gets the roll. And Darling just running the floor and finishing inside for East Meck. Extends the lead back to 6 here, 4:57 to go. And out of bounds. This will go back to East Meck with 4:46 left to play, second quarter. Free throw line jumper short for Freeman. Freeman into the paint. Freeman double clutching. Brown trying to go back up is fouled. And Kamia Brown will head to the free throw line again for the Lady Eagles. She missed a pair of free throws just a moment ago. Kamia Brown on the year, only a 39% free throw shooter. Now, this is one part of her game she's trying to improve on, and Coach Gaston said, got to be better from the free throw line, especially in these tight games. Second one's up and long. Tapped out. Goes right into the hands of Gilmore. Napay from the left wing. Gilmore, right side, tries to drive in, had it sealed off. Gilmore now crosses over. Gilmore looking for the floater. It's long. Rebound pulled in by East Meck. Numbers for the Lady Eagles. And a kick ball. It'll be a baseline out of bounds after the media timeout here at the 3:59 mark of the second quarter. We'll take a break on our Bahakel Sports Game of the Week from East Mecklenburg High School.
NC Medicaid is for people just like me.
Adults who don't have children.
People who serve.
People who do the heavy lifting.
Child care teachers.
Full healthcare coverage at low or no cost.
Doctor's visits, emergency rooms, and prescriptions.
So if you applied before and didn't get it, apply again.
NC Medicaid covers more people than ever before.
Get full healthcare coverage at low cost, no monthly fees, and $4 max copays. NC Medicaid is for more people. See if you qualify at medicaid.nc.gov.
At TD Bank, we see millions of transactions, but it's the humans behind them that matter most. It's why we're leaders, with guidance and solutions that put people at the center. That's how every TD employee helps make our bank the greet you and your dog by your name, open longer when you need us kind of place. Because believing people matter most is how we're making banking unexpectedly human.
14-8, East Meck leading Independence on our Bahakel Sports Game of the Week presented by TD Bank. It's a baseline out of bounds for East Meck, and they score off of it. Destiny Davis catches and banks it in for the Eagles. Little soft touch, and they double the score here, 16-8. Under 4 minutes to go, second quarter. Kamora Brown dribbling around the top for the Patriots of Independence. Being pressured momentarily by Winston. And it forces a travel. Turn it back over to East Meck. I'll tell you what, Morgan Winston, number 32 in white for East Meck, is a kid who is in the game now you're going to want to pay attention to. And Coach Gaston just raved about her, that how the team just revolves around her. She's a team captain. As that time the Eagles missed the bunny, the lay-in. Brown couldn't lasso the pass. Went off her fingertips and out of bounds. High post entry feed. Back out to Journey Darling. Trying to feed it into Winston, and it was deflected. Samaria Freeman will trigger it in for East Meck, who leads 16-8. Now they'll float this one inside. Davis couldn't get it to go from close in, and now a jump ball with 2:50 left to play in the second quarter. And it will favor the Patriots, the possession arrow this time. Independence really needs a bucket here. This is the largest lead of the game for East Meck at 8. They've had it at 6 a couple of times. It seems like every time, looks like East Meck's going to pull away and make a deep run. Independence has been able to keep pace, at least, in this low-scoring first half, but they turn it over here and give it back to East Meck. Wisner, who knocked down a three back in the first quarter. Freeman, shot fake, had her pocket picked, stolen away. Now it's loose on the floor, picked back up by the Eagles. And a double dribble called. We'll give it back to the Patriots. Darling double dribbled. And a golden opportunity for Independence here with 2:25 remaining in the second quarter. It's been a few minutes since the Patriots have had a made basket from the field. They dump it inside. Green kisses it off the window. And that was much needed for Independence. Wisner controls the rock with 2 minutes left to play. Elbow jumper, no, and a foul. Journey Darling will head to the free throw line to shoot a pair for the Lady Eagles. First trip to the free throw line for Journey Darling, who had a nice finish inside earlier in this one. Misfires off the side of the rim. I'll tell you what, there's close to 10 missed free throws from East Meck in this first half alone. This 6-point lead could be easily a double-digit lead just at the free throw line alone as she goes 1 of 2. The lead back up to 7 for the Lady Eagles as Kamora Brown brings it across the timeline for Independence. Brown gets into the paint, trying to finish, no. Rebound collected in by Stallings. Wisner off and running to Winston along the baseline. Back out to the top, Freeman. Wisner, who's dangerous from three-point land, surveys the floor out top. Darling, Freeman, shot fake, back out front. Now they feed it inside to Stallings, and she finishes. Nice move inside from Ava Stallings. And the lead just continues to grow as the Lady Eagles come with this full court press. Poked loose, deflected out of bounds. It'll remain Independence ball with 1:02. And a timeout here with 1:02. We'll keep it right here. And we'll take a look back at those conference standings here in the Southwestern 4A Conference. As you can see, East Meck at 3-6 on the year. They've got a couple of games next week to finish out the regular season. Independence, just one win this year. That was against Garinger earlier. And really trying to turn things around with a conference tournament here in a couple of weeks. And you look at Butler and Charlotte Catholic have really created the separation in the conference this year. They're at the top with Butler at 10-0, perfect in conference play so far this year. It is East Meck ball here with 1:02 remaining in the second quarter. Freeman set to trigger it in. Wisner will dial up a three off the back of the rim. Freeman the offensive rebounds. Darling. Wild shot. Another opportunity, no. Finally the rebound corralled in by Napay. She'll take it up the floor herself. Now loose on the floor. And jump ball possession arrow favors East Meck with 46.5 seconds remaining. Kendall Lewis here with you on our Bahakel Sports Game of the Week. We've got the boys game coming up. About 20 minutes at the conclusion of this one. Freeman to Stallings, who wants the baseline. Stallings bounce pass to the corner. Winston missed everything on the three. Back out top, Freeman. Freeman, nice move, couldn't finish it off glass. Picked up with 10 seconds. Kamora Brown brings it into the front court with 6. Brown trying to float it over the top, turns it over, And the first half going to come to a close. 19-10 the score on our Bahakel Sports Game of the Week. East Meck leads it by 9. We'll be back with more on our TD Bank halftime here from BahakelSports.com.
Gente de zona, una vez más, homenaje a Bárbaro de Río.
With soccer, so I said, how can I celebrate these kids and their diversity and where they came from? And I came up with this idea to do an international night soccer game.
Representing El Salvador, Morocco, Heiner. Representing Senegal, Cameroon, France.
Enjoying just seeing everyone's cultures and seeing how they express them and just seeing how many diverse people we have at this school.
I love celebrating our cultures and getting our players from East and Independence all together to really share a beautiful moment of culture and diverse and embrace our rich history here at East Meck.
So the goals is just to bring awareness, to our student body and our fans of where kids are actually from. When they're talking, everybody's speaking English, they're talking to each other in English, but then we have kids from Asia, from Africa, from North America, South America, Central America, everywhere, that shows our kids not only do we accept everybody, but we also celebrate where you're from.
It just means, someone feeling represented, someone different feeling represented in every single way.
Honestly, I just love to be a part of it. I wanted to bring everyone together. I knew East Meck and Independence has a very, very diverse student population, and I wanted to embrace it here at this game.
I think it's great. The parents and the fans really get into it when they see, the flags of their home countries, and we have the different music playing and food trucks coming in and everything. It's kind of an event that everybody's proud to come and represent where they're from.
19-10, East Meck leading Independence here at halftime of our doubleheader on our Bahakel Sports Game of the Week, presented by TD Bank. Kendall Lewis here with you, and I'm joined by William Schoner, who is a high school student here at East Mecklenburg High School. William, I appreciate you stopping by the broadcast here, and I think it's really cool what you guys are doing with the East Meck Sports Network that you got here. I know when I was in high school, we certainly didn't have an opportunity where kids could really get on air. Talk about how that started and what all you're doing with it.
Yeah, very, very fun, like, little adventurous thing we're doing here. Just getting used to it, getting in the swing of things. Started this year, first time ever doing it. I'm a freshman and came into his class and was like, yeah, we got to do this, because we were looked over other max preps, like highlights and stuff like that, and there's a few high schools in North Carolina doing this broadcast, and we're like, man, we got to try this out. So we got a few guys that do it, and it's just exciting. I mean, love to do it because all these kids are my classmates, and just very exciting. Like, get to like really be into it, get my emotions into the game, and just building my knowledge for sports.
Now, is this something that you are maybe going to pursue when you go to college, possibly?
Yeah, I would love to. I've always been into sports, play sports.
Yeah.
Always like watching sports. Always have something in my mind about sports. Just love to be in the sports field. Definitely could pursue this later on in my life.
So, and what all are you guys? Are you guys doing every sport here? Obviously, I see you here tonight. You guys are doing the basketball games, but are you doing football? Are you doing other sports as well?
Yeah. Well, so we just started this in the basketball season, just like going through other things. And, hopefully pursue baseball, getting a camera out there, filming games.
Yeah.
And, just, having fun with it. All these kids you have connections with and, just enjoy, getting to watch a game and being into it and getting to, show your voice and say stuff on live is pretty fun.
Well, William, we appreciate you coming by, man. That is some exciting stuff here. And East Mecklenburg High School, I look forward to hearing you on air a few years from now, man, for sure, in the prime time. And we appreciate you stopping by, man, absolutely.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yes, sir. We'll be right back with our Bahakel Sports Game of the Week coming up after these messages. We come back to you as we get set to begin the second half of play. 19-10, East Meck leading Independence here as we set to begin the third quarter of play. Again, East Meck with their largest lead of the game at 9, able to extend it a little bit there late in the second quarter in the first half. Low-scoring first half for these two teams. As we welcome you back into Bahakel Sports.com and our Bahakel Sports Game of the Week. Independence will have the basketball to start the third quarter. Again, we had a chance to have a East Mecklenburg student, William Schoner, on at halftime with us, kind of talking about what they're doing with student broadcasting here at East Mecklenburg High School. And a turnover, it'll be East Meck ball on the first possession of the third quarter. Balanced scoring for East Meck. They left a ton of points at the free throw line in the first half. Gabby Willis into the paint, gets the drop on the floater. And the freshman gets it to go. Nice move to slither in the paint on the little floater there. And this is a double-digit lead now for the Eagles, as they come back with some full court pressure here. Kamora Brown trying to force it in. Dangerous pass saved. And Independence somehow gets it into the front court. And another turnover. East Meck, the first time these two teams played, big win over 30. This is the second regular season meeting between these two. And Freeman trying to finish it from close range, couldn't do so. And McKenna Wisner, who knocked down a three in the first quarter, gives it up. Freeman off the mark on the three. Willis trying to save it along the baseline, and this one goes out of bounds. Independence gets it in with full court pressure. Inside to Green, who goes up and draws the foul. And Gabrielle Green, who's just a ninth grader, will head to the free throw line again for the Patriots of Independence. Green had a couple of buckets in the first half. This is her second trip to the free throw line. She gets the bounce on the first. One of two at the line that time for Green. Rebound Eagles. Willis into the paint, rejected by Kamora Brown. And then taken back by Freeman. Freeman on the steal. Freeman coast to coast lays it home. Nice job by Samaria Freeman to stay with it. And intercepts this one. Freeman again, left hand this time, just missed it. Right back into the hands of Freeman. Tapped around loose, saved by Stallings. And then a whistle comes in along the baseline and a foul on the Patriots. Gabby Willis will shoot a pair of free throws for East Meck here at the 6:09 mark of the third quarter. And steps up and knocks down the first. Mentioned Gabby Willis, only a freshman for East Meck. Coach Gaston calls her the motor on this team. Just everywhere on the floor. We've seen her tonight diving on the floor for loose balls. We've seen her score. We've seen her facilitate the offense. That time goes 1 of 2 at the free throw line. Green, reverses it home. Nice play by Gabrielle Green. Little circus shot, she gets it to go. They work it back out to Willis. East Meck will reset here with an 11-point lead. Freeman off balance, gets it to go. Samaria Freeman again coming alive here in the third quarter. And a whistle comes in along the sideline. Couple of team fouls on East Meck here in the third quarter, just one on Independence. Patriots just 3 points here in this third quarter so far. Dribbling over in the corner is Brandon, nowhere to go. Floats it somehow to Nepay, who lays it in. East Meck just fell asleep on the backside, and Nepay give her 6 points on the game now. Lead goes trimmed back down to 11 here midway through the third quarter. Freeman in the lane, left it short, and then a whistle and a push. Foul issued on Alejandra Robles. Second team foul on Independence. Willis, foot on the line, long two, and it's good for Gabby Willis. Freeman deflects this one, then picks it up. Freeman gets it to go. Defense to offense for East Meck, and a timeout here at the 4:21 mark of the third. And we'll keep it right here on our Bahakel Sports Game of the Week. As we take a look at next week, be sure to tune in. Monroe and Forest Hills will be at Monroe, streaming live right here on BahakelSports.com. You can scan the barcode to watch live right here. Of course, also streaming on our Facebook, YouTube, and X social media platforms. We'll have the men's and the women's games next Friday night on the 14th, 6 and 7:30, give or take, down in Monroe for that one. That should be a fun one. That's a big-time rival between those two schools, and we look forward to bringing it to you right here on BahakelSports.com. Tonight, our game presented by TD Bank. That's America's most convenient bank. Visit one of their stores in the Charlotte area or the North Sharon Amity Road to learn more about the services they provide. Open early and late to fit your schedule. Learn how flexible banking can be with TD Bank. So again, we appreciate all of our sponsors and TD Bank for putting these games on. Kamora Brown controls the rock for Independence. Dangerous pass. Robles picked it back up. Brandon will launch on a three. Missed everything. And going back up and getting fouled was Grace Nepay, who will head to the free throw line. She's got 6 for Independence tonight already of their 15 points. And at the line to shoot a couple of free throws for the Patriots. She misfires off the back of the rim on the first. And second one's up and good. 30-16. It's a 14-point East Meck lead. 4 minutes to go, third quarter. And now over and back called. This will go back to Independence. And that should take us to immediate timeout here with 3:49. It does. We'll be right back from Charlotte on our Bahakel Sports Game of the Week.
I am Bruno Hinojosa and I live in Asheville. I work in construction and I just enrolled in NC Medicaid. I went to their website, applied, and got covered. Doctor visits, yearly checkups, and even emergency care if I need it. Being a business owner can be stressful at times, but knowing that I got covered it just takes weight off my shoulders. And I can get the care that I need when I need it at low or no cost. And it's one less thing I need to worry about now.
NC Medicaid is for more people. See if you qualify at Medicaid.com.
At TD Bank, we see millions of transactions, but it's the humans behind them that matter most. It's why we're leaders, with guidance and solutions that put people at the center. That's how every TD employee helps make our bank the greet you and your dog by your name, open longer when you need us kind of place. Because believing people matter most is how we're making banking unexpectedly human.
(30-16) as we come back to you on our Bahakel Sports Game of the Week. Kendall Lewis here with you. Folks, don't forget, stay tuned with us. We've got the boys game coming up about 20 minutes. The end of this one, it's scheduled for 7:30. Could be a little later, more like 7:45, 8 o'clock. This is senior night tonight here at East Mecklenburg High School. And they're going to have some senior night festivities in between this one and the boys game coming up here a little bit later. And a steal. Willis took it away. Gets it back to Freeman. Left hand good. Samaria Freeman with the finish and a 16-point lead for East Meck. 32-16 with 3:24 left to play in the third. And Brandon shuffled the feet and traveled. Janila Brandon, the turnover for Independence. Gives it back to East Meck. Again, this was a 19-10 game at halftime. East Meck with a 9-point lead. And slowly ballooned here in this third quarter. They dump it backside. Journey Darling with the easy deuce. Independence really struggling with this full court pressure. And out of bounds. It will stay with East Meck. .254 left, awaiting this baseline out of bounds for the Patriots, and it's stolen away in the corner by Willis. Willis along the baseline. Had it knocked out of her hands, now trapped. And Troy Gaston gets a timeout for East Meck here with 2:44 left to play in the third quarter. We'll keep it right here on our Bahakel Sports Game of the Week. We'll take a look back at those standings. Of course, a win tonight would push East Meck to 4 wins, depending on what happens with Providence and Rocky River. East Meck could make some noise and possibly jump all the way into third. You've got the conference tournament coming up here in 2 weeks. And right now, Independence just one conference win over Garinger. Trying to make some noise here these last 3 games and make a climb on the standings. Butler and Charlotte Catholic, the top 2, 10-0 and 9-1. And have really separated themselves down the stretch of the season here as we get close to conference tournament action. This one right into the hands of Freeman, who sticks it in for 2. Samaria Freeman right now with over half of the East Meck points midway through the third quarter. Green blocked, no foul. Up ahead, Willis trying to bounce it in and deflected, and a whistle comes in here at the 2:15 mark. Baseline out of bounds upcoming for the Patriots of Independence. Get it into Willis. She's the motor on this team. Corner three, Freeman will try it. Off the back of the rim, Kimora Brown collects it for Independence. Here's the pay up ahead. The pay, wild shot off the glass. Now a tie-up. And possession arrow will favor East Meck here with 2 minutes to go in the third. Once again, folks, next Friday night, Monroe and Forest Hills will be our Bahakel Sports Game of the Week. Tonight we're at East Mecklenburg. This game presented by TD Bank. Wisner lobs it inside, reverse for Samaria Freeman. Give her two more. She has come alive in this third quarter. Just 90 seconds left as Napay tries to jumper, no. Offensive rebound, back up. And Dickerson couldn't get it to go, but she's going to head to the free throw line to shoot a couple of free throws. She had the first 2 points of the game from the free throw line. Has not scored for Independence since. And misses on the first free throw. Couple of substitutions for both of these teams. Monica Fakamus comes in. She started tonight along with Ava Stallings, the two seniors for East Meck. And second one's up and good. 21-point lead now for East Meck. Green rejects this one. Goes right into the hands of the pay. Bullets a pass inside. Walker along the baseline. And a little tumble into the official, but it's out of bounds. It'll be East Meck basketball with 1:13 left to play, third quarter. Wisner in the corner, 57 seconds. Back out top, then a whistle comes in with 52.1 left to play in the third quarter. It'll be Independence basketball. Willis the steal. Willis trying to float it, no, short. And the Patriots pull in the rebound. And a 10-second violation on Independence will give it back to East Meck. Again, this was a 19-10 halftime score. East Meck has just ballooned this lead to 21 here in the third quarter. Long pass to Fakamus, who couldn't get it to go, and trying to corral the rebound was Green for the Patriots. "12 seconds for Independence. Kimora Brown surveys. Brown drives in. Brown floater, scoring in the foul. And Kimora Brown will have a chance at three here in the final 6 seconds of the third quarter. And Kimora Brown and Gabrielle Green have done all the scoring pretty much for Independence here in this one. Missed free throw, tracked down in the corner, 2 seconds. Brown, good if it goes, can't get it to go. It swirls out, and the third quarter comes to a close on our Bahakel Sports Game of the Week. We'll be right back from Charlotte. 38-19 the score as we come back to you in the fourth quarter of our Bahakel Sports Game of the Week. Kendall Lewis here with you on BahakelSports.com. Folks, don't forget, we'll have the boys game coming up. You got about 20 minutes at the conclusion of this one. Of course, they've got some senior night festivities in between games tonight here at East Meck. We hope you'll stay tuned with us for that one. Brown launches a three. It's off the mark. And rebound collected in by Gabby Willis. And the Eagles of East Meck, who have just extended this lead out to almost 20, as that one rims out for Wisner on the three and out of bounds. It'll stay baseline out of bounds with the Lady Eagles. Wisner sets her feet from three. Off the mark, long rebound tracked in by Walker. And quickly gets it back to Kamora Brown. 45 seconds into the fourth quarter. Nice pass underneath. That time from Walker to Green, who goes up and draws the foul. And Gabrielle Green will go back to the free throw line. She's only a ninth grader, folks. She's done a good bit of the scoring tonight for Independence. Gets the roll in the first free throw. Mentioned Independence last year, eliminated in the second round of the state playoffs. In the last couple of years have made deep runs, and this year a totally different team. And a younger team that's got some promise in the coming years, much like East Meck. And we've got a timeout here at 6:58 to go in the fourth. 18-point lead for East Meck as we keep it right here on our Bahakel Sports Game of the Week. Folks, once again, next Friday night we'll be at Monroe High School for Forest Hills and Monroe, a big rivalry game there. You can scan the barcode right there on your screen to watch right here on BahakelSports.com. Of course, it'll also be streaming on Facebook, YouTube, and our X social media platforms, Bahakel Sports. And, of course, as always, right here on BahakelSports.com. Tonight we're at East Meck. This one sponsored by TD Bank. And the Eagles have an 18-point lead as we wind out the final 6:52 to go in the fourth quarter. And the lay-in good. Walker lays it off the glass. All of a sudden it's down to a 16-point deficit. Freeman back up strong. Or check that, it's Kamia Brown with the deuce there. Freeman and Brown have both done a lot of the work tonight for East Meck. And that time Kamia Brown on the stick back. Here's Kamora Brown for Independence. She traveled. And a turnover will go back to the Lady Eagles here with 6:11 to go, fourth quarter. Willis sets her feet from three. Misses long, rebound off to the Patriots. And thrown out of bounds. Gilmore pass too wide and a turnover again. Boy, Independence just 12 points in the second half. Higher scoring third quarter, and we saw that they had 10 at halftime. They trailed 19-10. And a whistle and a foul on East Meck. That's their second team foul of the fourth quarter here with 5.5 minutes left to play. Couple of substitutions as Gilmore will have a seat for the Patriots. Nepay into the front court, just throws it away. A steal back. This goes into the hands of Green, who takes a tumble and draws the blocking foul on Willis. And it'll be a baseline out of bounds. Should be Independence ball here. 5:19 left to play in the fourth quarter. And an 18-point East Meck lead. Inbound goes to Brown. Brown trying to back her way inside, can't finish. Rebound off to East Meck. Journey Darling gives it back to Wisner, who can shoot it. Just over 5 minutes left to go. Wisner launches from deep, spins out, tap back, no, but a foul with 4:56 on the game clock left here in the fourth quarter. So at the free throw line is Samaria Freeman, one of those three freshmen in the starting five for East Meck as she steps up and cashes in on the first. Second one's up and good. 20-point lead now for the Lady Eagles. Brandon gets it across the timeline for the Patriots. Brandon steps back. They'll reset at the top of the key. And then a takeaway. Wisner the steal. Up the floor, slicing in is Darling. And draws the contact with 4:26 left to go in the game. So Journey Darling at the free throw line, just a junior. She's back again next year for East Meck. Tickles the twine on the first. And second one up and good. (44-22). And East Meck went into this full court pressure, and it has just given the Patriots all kind of problems. That time, Walker just dribbled out of bounds along the baseline, trying to take it the length of the floor. Freeman looked at the three that time. She'll float it back to the top. This is Darling who surveys. Samaria Freeman, who's had a big night for East Meck, especially in the scoring column. Still out there on the floor as they dribble out some of this clock with 3:44 to go. Good 45 seconds has gone off. Now a kick ball. It'll stay on this end with East Meck, which should take us to a media timeout. And it will on our Bahakel Sports Game of the Week. We'll be right back from East Meck High School after these messages.
NC Medicaid is for people just like me.
Adults who don't have children.
People who serve.
People who do the heavy lifting.
Child care teachers.
Full healthcare coverage at low or no cost.
Doctor's visits, emergency rooms, and prescriptions.
So if you applied before and didn't get it, apply again.
NC Medicaid covers more people than ever before.
Get full healthcare coverage at low cost, no monthly fees, and $4 max copays. NC Medicaid is for more people. See if you qualify at medicaid.nc.
At TD Bank, we see millions of transactions, but it's the humans behind them that matter most. It's why we're leaders, with guidance and solutions that put people at the center. That's how every TD employee helps make our bank the greet you and your dog by your name, open longer when you need us kind of place. Because believing people matter most is how we're making banking unexpectedly human.
3:37 left to play on our Bahakel Sports Game of the Week. 44-22. East Meck with a 22-point lead on Independence. This is game one, folks. We will have the boys game coming up about 20 minutes at the conclusion of this one. We're closer to 7:45, 8 o'clock, depending on the close of this game. This one goes off the underside of the backboard, trying to inbound it right into the hands of Gilmore with a coast-to-coast easy lay, and she missed it. And might have gotten hit in the face area. A little slow to get up, but it is going to stay on this end. It was last touched by the Eagles. As Gabby Willis checks back in with 3:23 left to play, fourth quarter. And Willis takes this one away in the corner. Now pressured again by Gilmore, who knocked it free. And then a whistle and a foul from behind on McKenna Wisner. And possession arrow will give it back to Independence with just over 3 minutes left to play. Kamora Brown trying to drive in. Can't get it to go. And now a tie-up underneath. Possession arrow. Looked as if it should have gone back to East Meck, the last arrow, but stays on a baseline out of bounds with Independence as Brown misses on the jumper. They'll float it back out top. Brown again a floater. Misses short. Another offensive rebound. And Fakamis reached in and tied it up. Now the arrow's going to favor the Eagles here with 2:46 to go in the fourth quarter. (44-22). And a couple of substitutions as Jasmine Smith checks in for East Meck tonight. And through the hands of Smith, over in the corner and out of bounds. Wisner, deep three, just off the mark. Stallings, an offensive rebound, back up, can't finish it. How about a third chance? No, just a lid on the basket. And Stallings got fouled after corralling another rebound by Gilmore. And it'll be the third team foul on Independence here with 2:22 remaining in the fourth. Stallings rejected. And out of bounds. This is a turnover back to Independence with 2:13 remaining. Brown trying to float it up through the trap. Somehow gets it to Gilmore. And then a whistle and a foul on East Meck with 2:07 to go, fourth quarter. And this will be free throws coming for Zariana Gilmore of Independence. East Meck is over the limit for the rest of the way here. 2 minutes to go. And this one bounces around for Freeman and drops, or excuse me, for Gilmore and drops. And she'll have another. Both these teams have left a ton of points at the free throw line tonight. We mentioned East Meck missed close to 10 free throws in the first half when this was a 9-point game at halftime. Willis bullets one up the floor to Smith. Wisner gets hacked trying to drive in. Good shot fake over in the corner by Winston that time. Drives in, kicks it, they work it to Wisner for three. Can't knock it down. Long rebound to the Patriots. 21-point lead for East Meck with 90 seconds left to play. And a takeaway. Gabby Willis brings it across the timeline, the freshman for East Meck. East Meck will pick up their fourth win in Southwestern Conference play tonight. Remember, Providence and Rocky Rivers, we told you, each had 4 wins coming into this game tonight. So depending on if they lose tonight, you could have a logjam in there at the 3, 4, and 5 spots in the conference standings. 50 seconds and a long two that time for Kamara Brown on the step back. Final 38 seconds will tick off. Folks, once again, we will have the boys game beginning closer to 7:45, 8 o'clock, somewhere in there after the senior night festivities. Right here on BahakelSports.com. Be sure to stay tuned. So for East Meck, Troy Gaston and his Eagles going to pick up their 7th win of the season, their 4th conference win, and a steal as Gilmore missed the lay-in with 8 seconds. And out of bounds with 5.3 as we play out the waning seconds here. East Meck will improve to 4-6 in conference play. And our TD Bank player of the game, Samaria Freeman for East Meck. Final score 44-25. East Meck wins it by 19 here on senior night. And that will do it for the first of our doubleheader here on BahakelSports.com. We'll have the second one, as we mentioned, coming up. As you get a look at Samaria Freeman, our TD Bank player of the game. Just a monster second half for Freeman, who is only a freshman, folks. Going to be one of the more talented players you see in the state of North Carolina in the next few years as she continues to get better and better each and every game. 44-25 final score on game one of our doubleheader. We'll take a break. We'll be back with a boys game coming up in about 20 minutes